Welcome back everyone to my Pleasantview Megahood. So we finished all the families in Pleasantview for the moment at least. And now we're going to move on to our subhood, which is going to be Strangetown. So I have them added as a shopping district. Their little description for the town says, truth seekers move to Strangetown hoping to discover the secrets the town holds. Do aliens live among us? Do missing Sims mysteriously disappear here? In this town, nothing is what it seems. So we're just going to pop in. And here we get the little tour of the town. We get the crash site. Obviously, the desolate dirt, the wheelwright head, and the few little houses that are here, the wind turbines, and there we go. And now we got a really messed up view because of the camera mod. Anyways, so we get this little pop-up that says, welcome to Strangetown. The little description here says, an aspiration for knowledge has attracted a diversity of truth seekers to the small community along the road to nowhere. Can they learn to accept their neighbors, or will their differences clash and spell ruin for their town? And are there reports of a Bella Goth sighting fact or fiction? In Strangetown, nothing is what it seems. So here's the second slide. It's got the Curious Brothers here. In search of truth and mystery, the three Curious Brothers, Pascal, Vidkind, and Laszlo, got more than they were expecting. Can they cope with their new roles as cosmic parents? Next is the Smith household. After a fruitful career, Pollination Technician 9 has retired to his favorite planet. But can his son Johnny make friends and fit in, or is his family just too strange for Strangetown? Next is the Beaker family. What experiments are the highly secretive and less than neighborly Loki and Cersei Beaker performing on poor nervous subject? Will this secrecy affect Cersei's career ambitions? Number 5 is the Grunt household. Tank has always lived under the hard thumb of his father, General Buzz Grunt. In this domesticated boot camp, can Tank prove his worth to his demanding dad? And then lastly, we have the Spectre household. Who is buried in Olive Spectre's garden? Will the mysterious aging outcast leave her fortune to her niece Ophelia, or as rumored, to an unnamed heir? I really like Strangetown. Surprisingly, I don't play Strangetown a lot, and I think it's mainly because, honestly, I don't play. I've just recently got into actually playing with the default families instead of making my own Sims. So it's kind of a new thing at all for me to be playing the default neighborhoods, or the pre-packaged neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them. But I don't play Strangetown a lot. I think one of the reasons is because there's just not a lot of families. And the second reason is I got really into Strangetown like last year or the last 2 years. And I'm talking like really, really into Strangetown. Like I was trying to build like this really intense lore. And I do love it. I do love the lore I kind of built up. But I'm not going to follow that in this game just because it's still I'm still working on a lot of the kings for it. And I don't remember most of it since it was a year or two ago, and we're just playing the Maxis story. So technically what I was working on was trying to incorporate the Maxis lore from like different games and stuff, even though not all of them I know are canon. I just loved all the different lore and all the different games, so I was trying to incorporate it all into the PC game. But I'm not going to do that. Maybe one day I'll make a video about that because I really did love working on that lore. It was really cool. We're going to start in the Prima Guide. Our first family that it says we need to play with is the Curious household. So it'll be the Curious Brothers. The residents are going to be Vidkind, Pascal, and Laszlo Curious. The difficulty is easy, and the central character is going to be Vidkind. So the Curious Brothers live in this kind of crazy little house here. It's crazy enough, I kind of love it, but this is their house. They're by these big things, like dishes. I'm not sure what they're for, but so they live on 2 Cover-Up Road. They have 102,921 simoleons in their net worth, and their family bio says, in search of truth and mystery, the Curious Brothers got more than they were expecting. Can Pascal, Laszlo, and Vidkind cope with their new roles as cosmic parents? I think it's the same thing as what it showed on the little card thing that popped up. But we have Laszlo, Pascal, and Curious Vidkind. We have Pascal, Laszlo, and Vidkind. Oh, Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We just popped in. There's already some stuff going on, and we can see the inside of Pascal's face right there. No, we don't want Laszlo. We want Pascal. Alright, so as you can see, there's already some really crazy stuff going on right as soon as we pop in. So let's look at the Prima guide for a minute. So it says, number 1 says, Pascal is in his 3rd day of alien pregnancy. He'll deliver later today. Well, no, he sure won't. He'll deliver right now, actually. I'm not sure if this might be kind of messed up because it's a subhood and not the actual, like, main hood, but so that could be the problem here, but nevertheless, we will ignore that for a minute and go on to doing our housekeeping. We are going to give all the boys degrees because they're all smart boys. They all have careers in the science field. They're all doing great things. So, oh, that's kind of cute. Pascal actually wants to become a teacher. He wants to be in the education career. I might let him do that because that's kind of cute. It's not what their story follows, but usually I try to complete their lifetime wish if I can. He wants to be a teacher too. Don't tell me Laszlo wants to as well. Okay, Laszlo wants to be in the oceanology career or oceanography career. So what I'm going to do is they're all in the science career. So I'm going to give them all degrees going with the science career. The reason I'm going to do that instead of giving them degrees for what they want to do is because I feel like it's more accurate. Like, sometimes you go to college for something because it's what you think it's what you want to do, or you think it's, the right way to go. And then it ends up not being what you want to do, or something. Like, maybe you have a dream, but you think that dream's too unobtainable. So you just go for, what is the easiest. Plus, they've already all got careers in the science field, so I'm just going to give them science degrees and we'll probably try to pivot them towards the careers they actually want to do. I know that's not really, 100% of the lore, but it's alright. That's why all of our Sims end up different. That's why we all have different families with different outcomes and that do different things. Part of playing want-based means that I do try to do their lifetime wishes too. I know not everybody tries to do that because the lifetime wishes are kind of crazy sometimes. If they're real crazy, sometimes I'll try, but no, I won't get there. Or sometimes I'll decide to change their lifetime wishes, but they have some pretty easily obtainable lifetime wishes, I think. So we will let them keep those. So let me do a quick search here on what degree I want to give each of them. By the way, while I'm looking at their degrees, I'll go ahead and read you all their bios too. So Laszlo's bio says, not as studious as his older brother, Laszlo got his degree in phrenology. He likes to call phone psychics and spend hours trying to bend forks with his mind. So that's kind of an interesting insight into him. I don't know what phrenology is. It's the detailed study of the shape and size of the cranium as a supposed indication of character and mental abilities. So basically, he studied the brain, I guess. What I might give him is the psychology career, even though that doesn't have anything to do with science. That seems like what he likes to do. It seems most aligned with what he likes to do. So I'm going to give Laszlo psychology. We got Vidkun's bio says, serious and exact. Vidkun strives to fit the universe into a nice, tiny package. He has an unnatural fondness for African violets. Okay. So that doesn't give us much insight into him. But let's look here. I think for science, we have mathematics. To specifically go for science, it's mathematics and physics is the degrees that specifically target science. So Vidkin might sound like a mathematics guy to me. Let's see what Pascal's is real quick. No matter what happens, Pascal believes there is a logical explanation for everything. In his free time, he practices home psychoanalysis and collects conspiracy theories. So he's kind of a psychology person too, a little bit. He believes there's a logical explanation for everything. Here's what I'll do. I will give Vidkin math. And I think I might give Pascal physics. Yeah, I'm gonna give Pascal physics. Like I said, I already spend too much time trying to figure out what I want to give him. Like it even matters. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, really, but I hate the way their house is laid out. I know I've said that about a few different places, but I don't like the way this house is laid out. It makes it really hard when you're trying to do the bathroom, when you're trying to when they get more people in their household, which they inevitably do. It makes it really difficult to deal with. I forgot to do this last time when I was setting up everything. It's auto gender preference. I forgot to enable that, so I'm going to go ahead and enable that right now. And I think we're good to go on everything. Pascal's having his baby. He wants to hire a maid. He also wants to talk to Nervous. I'll lock that in because him and Nervous are friends. So he will undoubtedly talk to him eventually. Vidkin wants to meet aliens, so we'll lock that in. And he wants to maximize logic skill. We'll lock that in for him as well because he will do both of those things. So Vidkin has a crush on Cersei. But it's not mutual, I believe. He has a crush on her, but she does not like him at all. I think Laszlo likes this townie named Angela Matthews, and Pascal doesn't have any romantic relationships going on. For Laszlo, he wants to meet aliens too. He wants Vidkin to meet aliens, and he wants to maximize the cooking skill. I'm gonna have Vidkin go ahead. Well, I think it's on the Prima Guide, but Vidkin will get abducted by aliens here in a minute, so that's why I'm locking it in for Laszlo so that he can get that one fulfilled. So I'm going to go ahead and read the next part of the Prima Guide. I know Pascal's in the middle of having his child, but I just want to read step 2 and make sure I'm not missing anything. So step 2 says send Vidkin to one of the expensive telescopes on the roof where he's abducted. I'm going to go ahead and do that because he's already ignoring Pascal. He's going to watch a comedy movie about cats. So he doesn't care about his brother having a baby anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and send him up to mess with the telescope, and he will get abducted. You know, I think it's supposed to be scripted, but now that this town isn't normal, I don't know if it will be scripted. I don't know if I don't know. Oop, there's a new family member on the way. I'm not 100% on the we're gonna go curious. I'm not 100% on or if the subhood has all of the stuff still going on. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever played Strange Town as a subhood, so. He looks at it like it's some ugly little thing. I mean, the aliens in this game are ugly, but it's a baby girl. So if it was gonna be a boy, I already had the name picked out based on the lore. I usually like giving the lore or the name that's in one of the other games. I like giving the baby that name. But since the baby's a girl this time, I'll have to decide what to name her. So I did not have a name picked out for her. I'm going to name her Aurora. Wow. I know I just gave her a name that's going to be incredibly hard for me to pronounce later on, but we have little Aurora here now. Laszlo is very happy about the baby coming out. Him and Pascal apparently wear the same outfit, which is funny. But there we go. We have little Aurora Curious. It's gonna be a terrible name for me to pronounce. Okay, so I'm gonna have him put her in the crib. He's been given an additional 3 days off in order to give the newborn all the attention it deserves, of course. He wants to study parenting. I'm gonna go ahead and let him do that because his other ones start talk to nervous that we have locked in, and we can't do that right now. It's 2 a.m. He will get very upset if we wake him up. So, and it looks like Vidkind discovered an unknown star, so he got us some money for that. I've not done any makeovers to the Sims or their houses in here. I probably won't do a huge makeover for a lot of the houses in the Sims in the Strange Town. I might for their house just to give them more room for the babies and stuff, but I might not also. It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm too lazy to redo houses. I don't really love, like, sometimes I get into kicks where I love building stuff for the houses, but most of the time I don't. Most of the time I would rather not have to do anything with the houses. I'm not a great interior decorator, I guess you could say. So it looks like Laszlo is just over here eating some pizza. Oh, secondary aspirations. Almost forgot about that, you guys. So now would be a good time, now that all the craziness is over, to figure that out. So for Pascal, his first aspiration, or his primary aspiration, is knowledge, of course. His secondary aspiration is highest is knowledge, which he already has, and the second highest is romance. So we will give him romance, which is kind of odd for Pascal, but I know some people don't like doing the second aspiration thing. I think it's with some people, it's just that they've played the game so much, they realize they don't like the way that it changes stuff. And that I can completely understand. The only reason that I do second aspiration still is because I think it makes my gameplay more interesting. Because it adds more stuff to do for my Sims. Gives me more things to do. And I have a lot of fun with it. I think it really gives the characters more of a personality too. It gives you more of like you don't necessarily follow like the most obvious path for them. They kind of take different routes and decide what they want to do. So I don't think it makes them generic or gives them all like the same personality or anything. Whereas sometimes I find with the having the first aspiration does give them just a generic, like, one-dimensional, like, this is who Max has wanted them to be, and they're not going outside that box kind of thing. And that's not me saying that I think everyone should do second personalities. I only started doing it, like, recently, so I'm still figuring out the kinks of second personalities. I could, very well, just like some of the other people who played with it for a while, decide that it's not really worth it in the end, eventually, or get tired of it eventually. I think everyone should play the way that they want to play it and not be influenced by other people. Or be influenced by other people, it's good because I'm influenced by other people, but don't let other people tell you how to play your game, especially not me. Don't let me tell you how to play your game because I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright. So for Vidkund, his first personality obviously is knowledge. I already maxed out his tree. His second personality, the highest he actually has a 29 in knowledge, which is kind of crazy. But the second highest he has is family, so we're going to give him family as a secondary aspiration. And then last but not least, we have Laszlo. So Laszlo's first aspiration is knowledge 2, and his secondary aspiration, the highest he has, actually above knowledge, is pleasure. So he will have pleasure as a secondary aspiration. And with that, we are back onto the game. How high is Laszlo's cooking skill? He's not far from maxing it out, actually. I'll have him study it for a little bit. I'm not sure if Vidkin's gonna get abducted, you guys. Think that's been taken away from him. Found another star. Found another star. Thank you, Vidkin, for all the money, I guess. Oh, and so it's the next day, and he didn't get abducted. So we'll try again tomorrow, I suppose. He's not getting abducted today. So we're gonna have to skip that part of the pre-med. I think that's pretty much the whole pre-med thing. Number 3 says Vidkin is returned a few hours later. He too is pregnant with an alien baby, as male abductees always are. So we'll work on that again later. Part 4 says soon Pascal delivers his baby. All supplies and objects for the baby are already in the house, which already happened. 5, you may, if you like, direct Pascal to hire a nanny via the phone. I'm not gonna do that because I don't think he wanted to hire a nanny. I think he wanted to hire a maid, but not a nanny. He wants to hire a maid, but not a nanny. And he's got 3 extra days off from work, so I'll just let him take care of the baby. And then part 6 says, for further want fulfillment, direct Pascal to make friends with the visiting Nervous and Laszlo to watch the Yummy channel to max out his cooking skill. Ugh. So a lot of that got kind of changed because of them being in the subhood, I think. So it might be a little more difficult for us to follow the pre-med guide for the subhood, but regardless, I'm still going to keep up with it. Still going to go through it. We're going to try. And that's all we can do, really. So, it is 6 a.m. for them on Saturday. I think it should be going into fall for a minute. I'll wait until it goes into fall, and then we'll move on. The carpool for Laszlo is going to arrive in a little bit. None of them are tired, though Pascal is hungry. Vidkins, no one's reading your diary, hon. No one's even looking at it. These were, when I was remaking a lot of my Sims, the Curious Brothers were some of my favorites to remake. I think they're just really cute. I think Vidkind is probably my favorite. But I really enjoy having them. They're a really kind of chaotic and adventurous family. There's a lot usually going on, so I like seeing where this game takes them. He wants to talk to somebody. I will have him call up Cersei and see if he can chat with her. Cersei is out working. It's kind of ironic for you to say that, Nervous. Like, you care at all. Let's see. Let me try to call up Jenny. She's working too? Who is not working at the moment? Oh no, I threw the pizza on the floor. I don't think Polly has a job. No, he doesn't. Okay. Talk to Polly. Vidkin does have a job, he's just not going to work yet. I think he goes later in the afternoon, he's got the night shift. Okay, so Pascal learned the parenting. He wants to woo, which is good. See, this is where the secondary aspirations come in really well on my game, because I don't think that I ever really have a direction with Pascal, because he just stays a single parent, because in my game he never wants to do anything besides just parent his kids. So this is good because I never have him like fall in love or have a partner or anything. Oh, look at the little baby. How cute. I have a little, like, these replacement clothes for the babies, which are so cute. I love them. I love all the little replacement clothes that people make for the babies. Why are you yelling in his ear, Vidkin? He's trying to feed his baby. He's like just screaming in his ear right now. No, I meant to put her away before you do that. I'll have Vidkin take care of it. You're lucky you have your brothers here to help you. Nervous doesn't have a job, I don't think, so let's call up Nervous. And we'll chat with him. We'll call up Nervous and chat with him because he doesn't have a job and fulfill that want for him. He still wants to hire a maid. The thing is that you guys don't really have a lot of money to be hiring maids. I do have this newspaper out here though, so we could start having the boys look for their jobs that they want. I'll have Vidkin start first. So it looks like we have Ophelia here. Oh gosh. Ophelia, I'm not sure about this outfit or that makeup on you. And we have Olive and Rip is here to welcome us to the neighborhood. I'm not sure why two of them are teenagers. Okay, you only have to ring the doorbell once, Ophelia. Let me greet everyone, have him greet everyone. I think that'll fulfill his want to meet someone new, which he wants to do. Oh, oceanography's on there. We need to have... Oh, I forgot we have a computer. We can just have him look at the computer. It'll give us more options. We need to have Laszlo look when he gets home because he needs the oceanography career. He wants to gain a skill point. Let's have him go play some chess. I'm gonna lock in to get a double bed, so he can do that eventually. They're watching some football. Not anymore. Oh, she's really attracted to Vidkin. That's kind of weird, Olive. You're not taking him. I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow that to happen. Yeah, oceanography. This is not the brother who wants to do that. Intelligence. Come on, education. Okay, Pascal learned. Okay, education's not in there today. Pascal learned a logic skill point from there. He wants to buy some new clothes as well. Ooh, I mean, I guess I could go ahead and do that for him. They are eating like day-old pizza. That's crazy. So crazy. Let me see. I don't know if the Gussy Up interaction even works for the buying clothes want. I'm not sure if that's how that works or not. We can see. I like to give the boys kind of a more studious look than they have originally. They kind of start out with like these, like this is what they originally look like. I clearly had them replaced, but that's what they originally look like, and I'm not a big fan of. I'm actually not a big fan of the replacement I have for Vidkin's outfit too. I've got a replacement that I downloaded for the teenagers, and I think I'm gonna get the same one for the adults too, because I like it a lot better actually. Okay, so it looks like his his want to buy clothes was not fulfilled by that. I think he can actually buy clothes on the computer. I should have just had him do that. Is there still... I don't know if there's still pizza there. Oh yeah, there's one slice. I just need you to get out of that chair, so... Vidkin has the day off today. What? Buy clothing? I'll have him buy something for Vidkin, I guess. Since I already changed his clothes. Because I want something new for Vidkin to wear. I love the Monique's hacked computers. I have them, and I have like some things that make it like give me extra ones too. Like give me a lot of hacked computer. They redo some of the other computers and stuff, and I really love it. I love the hacked computers. They're so useful. So I don't have to go to the actual store and buy clothes because I hate doing that. Okay, so I bought a couple of outfits for Vidkin. I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I just bought a couple. So that fulfilled his want to buy some clothes. He does want to flirt with somebody, but I haven't seen him have any hearts for anybody here, so I won't. Well, two of them are teenagers, so not the... You two just keep blocking each other's paths. Wow, Vidkin, are you serious? I wouldn't do that to her if I were you. I would not mess with her. She's not the lady I would mess with. Hey, Laszlo. Hey, actually, go ahead and look for the... We have the oceanology here, so... Go ahead and look for that. Okay. I already have a job. If I take it, I'll lose the one I have. Should I take it anyways? Of course. That's what you want to do. It's not like you were very high in the other career anyways. Oh, I hate that they serve food out there. I forget that they serve food out there. Oh, Pascal, why? No, did you serve it up at the top too? Jesus Christ, Pascal. Oh no, he just left the empty plate up there. They have too many tables spread out all over the place for no good reason. I'm gonna go have Vidkin practice his logic. And I'm gonna make Laszlo head to bed. I don't know which bedroom is supposed to be Laszlo's. Usually I do Vidkin in this one and Laszlo in this one, so I guess we'll do it that way again. Because this one's obviously Pascal's, that has the baby crib in it. Oh good, he auto put them away. You didn't do that one though for some reason. They probably do need a maid, but I'll wait until we get a little bit higher in our careers to do that. Okay, so it's getting dark outside, so let me have... Well, not yet. It's not dark quite yet. Wait a few more minutes. Oh, he's attracted to Olive too. That's weird. Why don't you go ahead and say goodbye to everyone, Laszlo, or Pascal, sorry. Thank you for turning that off. And he's gonna go ahead and head to bed. Vidkin, it is dark enough now, so if you will go stargaze for a little while. We're gonna get him to summon aliens and just have him do that. So we can make that. It's not 100% either, but... Okay. Well, that didn't work either today, but we will try again later. I'm gonna have him get pregnant. That's part of his lore. He has to get pregnant. Laszlo wants to become a werewolf. It's kind of interesting. It's because Diddy's here. Oh, excuse me? Diddy? His dog's name is Diddy? Yo. That's kind of crazy. He left. Okay. Or he's leaving. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. No, he's not. He's going to dig holes in the ground. Great. I can't do anything with him, so... Guess we'll just not worry about it then. Oh, you know, he can go stargaze. He wants to meet aliens too. Watch him, like, get it immediately or something. He's gotta go to work at 9 AM, so... Oh my gosh, it's 6 AM already. I think he already slept last night though, so he'll be good. Excuse me, sir. I was in here first, actually, so you can leave. Get out! Pollination Technician 9 is no longer a family friend. Well, we tried to call him and he got mad because he was at work. Well, his kids got mad because he was at... No, we did call him. We did call him. That's some BS. We were just on the phone with him the other day. What are they talking about? May have Vidkin go look for another job. Why did you even want to go in the bathroom, Pascal? You don't need to go to the bathroom. Oh, and it's the next day. Let Vidkin finish his job search and then we will save and move on. There's no jobs. They only showed us like 3 jobs. What do you mean? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this was kind of a really long episode. So, I'll probably keep this down to just them in this episode. But next episode, we're going to be moving on to the Spectre household. So that'll be Olive and Ophelia. that completes this episode. Thank you for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and leave some comments for me in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching.